So after Battambang, I then travelled to the capital of Cambodia, Phnom Penh. It definitely wasn't one of my favourite places that I visited on this trip, but there were some quite interesting things to see and do in the city. The main things to do in Phnom Penh are visit the various museums in the city about the Cambodian genocide by the Khmer Rouge. It's a very shocking part of history and the museums were quite heavy, to be honest, but I think it's quite important to go and learn about the history. At the Genocidal Centre, you can walk around some of the mass graves, and some of them still actually have human remains inside. I'd recommend looking into it properly before you go, to be honest, because it's quite shocking and yeah, definitely not for everyone. After the capital, I then made my way over to the islands of Koh Rong, where I stayed for about 10 days. There's two main islands in Cambodia, Koh Rong San Loem and Koh Rong. Both are incredible, and I spent around 10 days across both islands in total. And as you can see from the videos, literally some of the best beaches I've ever seen in my life. After the islands, I then travelled to an area called Kampot. I went here by minivan, and it was some of the bumpiest roads I've ever been on in my entire life, and it was like this for hours as well. I really enjoyed Kampot, quite a nice little chill town. Not too much to do, but it was just quite nice and relaxing. Some really cool hostels and restaurants and stuff as well. I went around with one of the tuk-tuk drivers for the day, and he basically just took me to a few different viewpoints, temples and some interesting buildings as well. So yeah, definitely recommend speaking to one of the drivers and going out with them. So these were all the places that I visited in Cambodia. After this, I then crossed into Vietnam by bus and headed to Ho Chi Minh City.
They just changed, like...